Yes, so good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So we have been talking about inflation. There's a conversation about inflation everywhere, America, South Africa, Chile, literally in every corner of every continent of the world. And one of the places or one of the sectors where is really being felt is finance and access to finance. So how is the situation of finance or access to finance is in my country? In my country and in many countries of Africa, whenever there's an inflation and you have your money in the bank, there's a possibility that it might lose over a quarter of its value by the time if you deposit today, in a week, or even worse, tomorrow or in a few hours, you have your 25% gone. Just like that. And of course, we don't want to live like this. Another challenge is we can always and only access our money through the bank. And the bank also has a cap on how much I can access. If it is my money, then why should the bank give me a cap on how much I can access? I want my money. I want to use it anytime and everywhere I want to. And also, if I don't have this money in the bank, if I have it in the physical form, I cannot use it everywhere. I cannot decide that if I am in my country and I want to fly to another country, I have to find a way of changing that currency to the currency in that country for me to be able to use it there. So our group here, comprising of very brilliant minds, came up with the idea of a microcurrency, because this would easily enable us and protect us from too much inflation, in as much as it might not protect us 100% from inflation, but instead of losing 25% of my money, I can only lose 5% or 2% or even 0.1%. Also, if I have this money in microcurrency, I can access it anywhere, as long as I have a code which is only accessible to me. I don't have to worry about having to change my money for me to travel. I just decide to live life because you need to live and enjoy it. Also, if I have it in my microcurrency, nobody has to tell me how much I can withdraw or how much I can have. I can have 1 million of it, 1 billion, 1 trillion, whatever amount. And also I can use it anywhere. So joining this revolution will need you to move with us as we strengthen this financial system. Thank you.
Anybody have any questions for him?
I have a question.
Okay.
How will the individual be able to protect from hackers that can actually go behind the screen and take advantage of your wealth?
Yes, that's a good question. And we have systems developing everywhere, and we have people also getting brilliant each and every day. So what we have to do is to be more brilliant than the people who want to be brilliant to be hacking behind our systems. That is why we have a brilliant group. So we have to think 10 steps ahead of our hacker. Yeah, strengthen our security systems, improving our knowledge, having a system where our people who are working towards strengthening the security are educated beyond what the hackers can access, the knowledge that the hackers can access.
Do you think, philosophically,
Yeah.
is it ever possible to completely protect against hackers, or is it just a step game where one phase it's protected and then the hackers get ahead of you and then you have to protect again and they get ahead of you? Or is it possible to completely protect?
It might not be possible to completely protect, but it could be possible to put so many secure layers that the hacker would take, let me say, if the hacker was to take an hour to hack, it could take 24 hours, but within those 24 hours, we would be at 36 hours of protection, something like that. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess the protocols that protect the blockchain, and you're talking about using micro blockchain, is that correct? And so, just so I understand the question, you're talking about hackers hacking that blockchain, is that correct? Okay, so if you understand hash encryption and how it works, basically the map works in a way to where the effort doesn't yield value. And so the amount of keystrokes and data that we need to go into cracking that code that could open it would cost so much more than the value that they're going to get. And how do we know this? Because we currently exist in environments like banks, and we call them honeypots. So a hacker can say, well, I'm not going to go for you or you or you. I'm going to go for the bank. Because when I crack that bank, I'm going to get 20,000 people or 1 million people. And that's worth achieving. They're willing to spend that money and time to make that money. But when we all hold our own value and silo ourselves, all of a sudden, what can they get from any one individual? 20,000, 30,000. They have to spend so many compute cycles to achieve that, because it's not worth the effort. And then if they really want to scale it, they have to multiply that effort over all of us. And so it becomes like a losing game to steal it in these environments. So it's not that it's inhackable. You can hack it. It costs you the courage to do so. It's just, and that's what makes blockchain so safe.
Okay, thank you.